This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time is tricky.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. First and 10. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. This is taken at the 18. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another first and 10. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches, 115 yards and a touchdown.
And he's trying to prove the adage is not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a cap on this season.
And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Dallas.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. George Pickens, his intended receiver there. That'll bring up second down. You talk about this Lions defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
First down, Cowboys.
Now Prescott. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Here's Prescott. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, Prescott off and on his Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal party. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Numbers for Gibbs from last week. 17 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame, he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. The Lions at 9-3 here on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
First down.
Gibbs is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
On the play leads to 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 2-yard line.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
180.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown Lions. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Second
quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. as they've got it as we resume action. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. This time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
At the 33-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
And a Cowboy first down.
Now Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a running play here with Lamb. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out. He's not allowed to cut upfield. Second down in the yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On play action, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
3rd and
Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
22-yard line.
Gone. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Kenneth Murray on the coverage.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And that's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old.
And under the Lions pressure, he's brought down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
And it's 3 and out.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't ask too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Gibbs. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back to throw, Goff. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. Bates' kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now with 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. Yeah, to the right sideline. And it falls incomplete. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away.
Jay Maddox on the coverage.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And able to get this one across the 35 before he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard
From the gun, here's Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. Big strides, look at him go. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
That's interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. A long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 12. First down, Cowboys.
Pickens going in motion left. Off the play fake, Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
44-yard line.
Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
7-yard attempt. The kick.
So halftime is upon us. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game, and the team's coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half, but then they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard.
To throw is Prescott. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Prescott off play action. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for Dallas. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. Taken down at the 42.
On every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he is tackled inside the 49 point to the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. And a good-looking run there as they take us inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
First and 10.
To throw is gone. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
180.
Gone. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Here's Goff. That's complete to the Porter. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
21 yards. That's another Lions.
They'll run to Gibbs. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And his second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries.
And this time he is in. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive spans 13 plays. And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the Cowboys' 33-yard line.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play,
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
Prescott down. Forced out to his left. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Dallas.
To the air again, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Williams is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere seeing that play. Focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it in.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. If they can score here, they've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Toss left to Montgomery. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Detroit Lions first down.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And he whips that one incomplete there. Now it's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here we go, tonight. 180. What's that?
Montgomery on the counter. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
And I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's another Lion.
There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the end around, here comes Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. Let's see what... And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. David Montgomery with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
Now Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Here's second and 10.
It's now second and 10.
Here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Tolbert. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
And again, it's Prescott. And he's caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They bring a receiver in motion right. Prescott to throw it. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. It's complete. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line. And they try for 2, unsuccessful. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And finally, down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 49 yards there, a big one. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little... play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Goff going to throw it. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Rick Flair. Go to that. Watch twist. Where was that?
Now Goff. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll make a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Second and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing. Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended for CeeDee.
That's covered. coverage, you'd expect to see a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Back to throw again. Going right back to Ferguson. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At their 48-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lane. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So first and 10 now from the 30.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Cowboy.
And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. Prescott from the gun. This one swung out to Wood. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Finding Williams once more, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock.
Yeah, here we go. I take one in. 26.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that cuts this lead down to 13. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This 2nd and 4.
Like 20.
Throwing now. Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Running left, Montgomery. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Here's 1st and 10. One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.